Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained, no.
See you later then.
But you're not, you can't go through there.
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you.
I'm trying to walk away. Okay, I'm going to go this way instead then.
No, if you...
So if you... No, I'm going to go to the bus stop.
Okay.
Okay? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Alright. Please don't delete that. I'll be requesting a copy, alright? Also yours. Please don't delete that. I'll be requesting a copy. Alright. Can you identify yourselves, please,
officers?
Can I ask
you first, sorry, what was your first name, my friend?
I'm not at liberty to give you that. When you approach a member of the public, you identify yourself. That's your policy, so identify yourself.
Okay. So my name is Simon Tops, Police Constable 693, Simon Tops, Avon, Somerset Police.
And yours is?
My colleague.
5512, Josh Burnell.
Alright, and what crime have I committed, or do you suspect me of committing?
Okay, what are you being so hostile?
I'm not being hostile, I'm just asking you, because when police approach me,
yeah,
police come to deal with crimes, do they not?
Not necessarily, no.
What do they come to deal with? Civil matters?
Well, we're here to prevent crime.
So what crime do you suspect me of about to commit?
Not suggesting you're committing a crime at all.
Alright then.
What was your first name, so I can talk to you on first name basis?
No, it's fine, I'm not going to give you that.
Okay. Are you filming at the moment?
I am indeed, for my own protection.
What's the purpose of you filming?
Am I being detained?
No, you're not being detained, no.
See you later then.
But you're not, you can't go through there.
I just asked the gentleman if I could go through and he said yeah.
Chris?
Did you not just tell me the way to the bus station?
Yeah, you're the bus,
and left at the machine and all the way down? Yeah.
Okay, can I just...
No, you can't actually.
Okay, well whilst you're walking, I'll just make it quite
clear. Are you following me?
I'm not following you.
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing
you. I'm trying to walk away. Okay, I'm going to go this way instead then.
No, if you...
So if you... No, I'm going to go to the bus stop. Okay? Leave me alone. Alright?
Okay, that's fine. If you make your way to the bus stop, that'd be great.
I'm not going... You're not going to follow me.
What?
Which way are you going?
Sorry?
Which way are you going?
Look, if you don't want me to follow...
I'm just asking you which way you're going.
I'm not here to call...
I'm just asking you which way you're going.
It doesn't matter which way I go, I can go whichever way I like. I'm not being...
Alright, I'll wait for you to go then.
I'm not being dictated to by you.
Do you know your oath?
Where I go. Alright?
Do you know your oath?
Yeah, I do.
Can you say it to me?
No,
I'll start you off.
I'm not going to say it to you.
I'll start you off.
I'm not here to justify my actions.
No, you're here to uphold the law.
I am.
Have I broken it?
Not at the moment you haven't. So that's fine.
Policing by consent, leave me alone.
Okay, off you go then.
No, I will go. I will go when I'm ready.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool.
Have a nice day.
I will. I'm actually having a lovely day.
Okay. If you could make your way to the bus station though, that would be great.
Why?
Okay, that's fine. I'm not here.
So why did you keep telling me what to do?
I'm not telling you what to do.
You are. You just said make your way to the bus station. Like, what right? Can I just ask you, what right do you have to tell me what to do when I haven't broken the law?
Okay.
You haven't got a right to tell me what to do when I haven't broken the law. So stop trying to bully me.
I'm not trying to bully you.
Yes, you are. You're trying to tell me what to do.
I'm trying to find out why you're walking around a university
with a camera. I'll tell you why. Because I'm allowed to.
Okay.
Photography is not a crime.
This university is private premises.
No, it's not.
It is.
Do you know? Are you familiar with Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972?
No, I'm not.
No, you're not. But you should be.
Okay.
Because it's the law.
Okay.
Which says at the material time of operating, the public...
They step in without context, without introduction, and the moment he asks for grounds, the mood changes. Calm questions get framed as hostility. Standards get treated like obstacles. Told he isn't detained, so he does what any free person would do and walks away. That's when the pressure starts. Directions turn into commands. Curiosity turns into control. They trail him as if freedom only exists on paper. He reminds them of the oath. They swore not for drama, but to anchor the moment back to principle. The refusal says everything. Authority without explanation. Instructions without lawful basis. He stays steady. He asserts his rights. He names the space for what it is. In the end, the power play fades. The lesson stays. Policing by consent only works when consent is...
No.
University is private property.
Can I just ask you another something?
Public access.
If I was to say to you, I'm not going anywhere, what could you do?
Sorry?
If I was to say to you, I'm not going to leave now, what could you do?
Well, I don't intend to do anything.
You couldn't do anything because I haven't broken the law. When those guys rang you and reported a crime, what you should have said to them, he's not breaking the law.
They reported a crime.
What did they do?
They reported a suspicious person filming at a university campus.
Is photography a crime? You're recording. You're recording. You guys, let me just say,
you're not filming for terrorist purposes.
You see that on your uniform?
Yeah.
That thin blue line thing. That is an utter disgrace.
How do I know?
You disgrace the country with that.
How do I know that you're not filming for terrorist purposes?
Sir, we go on what we do know, what we do, not what we don't.
Well, not necessarily. No. That's again where you're wrong.
Okay, so what reasonable suspicion do you have that I'm a terrorist,
sir? You're filming a university campus.
So you're trying to get me on Section 43?
No, I'm not.
So why do you mention it then?
Well, because I'm just explaining that you seem to think that I can only act when a crime's been reported.
No. You're more than willing to come up to me and ask me. If you can articulate reasonable suspicion that I may be a terrorist.
Well, you're walking around a university campus with a camera. And you won't explain why.
But I don't have
of what your activity is.
So you think I'm a terrorist? You have reasonable suspicion that I am up to terrorist activities.
I don't know why.
I'm not engaged in any hostile reconnaissance because I can, as my rights allow me to. Is this not a free country?
Yeah. But
So, and am I not allowed to own a camera?
You are allowed to
You're
own a camera.
filming. What's the difference between
You're
you and
allowed
I?
to own a camera and you're allowed to film.
And what's
and
the
I'm
difference
not-
between you
and
and...
I'm not preventing you from doing that.
But why are
I'm
you
not
accusing me of
turning
being a
the camera
terrorist then?
off. I'm not accusing you of being
Well, why
a
are you saying I'm
terrorist.
suspicious?
I'm just saying there are some concerns about your
What concerns?
nature of what you're filming
What
in the
concerns?
university.
What concerns?
But then it gives me suspicion for why you're here with a camera.
Suspicion is not a crime.
No, but it gives me grounds to do certain things if I feel it necessary.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening you. I'm
what do you mean
explaining
then?
what the law is.
Well, you don't know the law because that's not right.
I think I do.
Well, tell me what reasonable suspicion you have.
Well, why are you filming a university when it's
I'm not telling you.
with a camera?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, well then I'm suspicious.
That's fine. You can be suspicious.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
But then I can also act on that suspicion
No, you
if
can't.
I feel it appropriate.
You can. Yeah, you can, and I'll sue you.
Okay, well, but that's my decision.
Yeah, I know, and you'll lose your job.
Well, I'm not doing that, am I?
No, because you're scared
But
to.
you're not helping our cause.
I don't
here,
have
are
to
you?
help you.
Call it private land, as if confidence makes it true, and he answers with structure instead of emotion. He points to the law to public access to markings that signal a space open to everyone. The admission that they don't know the statute lands heavy boundaries enforced without understanding are just assumptions wearing a badge. The logic then slides toward fear filming becomes suspicious. Suspicion stretches into worst case stories about intent, but nothing factual supports it. He keeps the focus. Tight rights don't vanish because someone feels uncomfortable recording in a publicly accessible place isn't a crime, and imagination isn't reasonable suspicion. The contradiction becomes obvious as they film him while questioning his camera. The pressure fizzles. What remains is the lesson: policing works on evidence, not...
No.
Well, okay, I think we understand where we are.
I understand where I am. I know the
understand
law.
where
You
I
don't. You those gentlemen over there, the guys who called the police, whoever called the police, I suggest you go and speak to them about Section 5 of the Criminal Law Act 1967, making a false report, because that's wasting police time, which is actually a criminal offence.
Okay. It's been nice talking to you. If you're heading towards the bus stop, then
I'll go wherever I like.
Have a lovely day.
I'll go wherever I like.
Well, you won't go wherever you like.
I will, indeed.
Because parts of this...
I'll go anywhere that is publicly accessible. I will go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no one will stop me.
Yeah.
Not those guys up there. Not you guys
But what
either.
you need to understand at the moment...
I don't need to understand
just say
anything.
that
I know the
we're
law.
clear Is, so do I.
Yeah, no, you don't.
So do I, okay?
You don't. You don't even
This
know
is
what Criminal Justice Section 33 of the Criminal Justice Act 1972 is. Do you know it?
This is a
You
private...
know the ins and outs.
Of course you know. Of course, if you're gonna uphold the law, you have to know the ins and outs of the law. How can you tell me that you don't have to know the ins and outs of the law, but then you're here to uphold it? How does that mean? I haven't enjoyed myself. Actually, you've ruined my day. So go away now, please.
Parts of the university are private premises. There are public access routes.
I won't go anywhere that is private. I haven't been anywhere that's private, and I will not go anywhere that's private. As you could probably understand from the way I speak, I know exactly what I'm doing, sir. I know the laws that surround what I'm doing. I don't appreciate you accusing me of being a terrorist.
Well,
what's your number
I've
again?
not accused you of being a terrorist. I've explained...
693. You threatened
No, I
me. You
haven't.
said, "Oh, now I've got reason."
I've not threatened
Mate,
you
listen.
at all.
The camera doesn't lie.
I've not threatened you
The
at all.
camera doesn't
You
lie.
can play your camera back.
I will. I'll be playing it to your superior.
I'm just explaining that if you're filming an empty university that's actually closed at the moment to the university is actually closed. All right, to the students. It's
I'm not a
closed-
student.
It's closed to staff.
I'm not staff.
So why are you here?
I'm a member of the public, and I'm in a publicly accessible area.
Right.
That's why I'm
Okay.
here.
Well, that's fine. If you want to film
I know it's fine.
in open public spaces.
Yeah, and I'm allowed.
That's fine, but
Yeah.
you won't be filming inside buildings.
I don't want to film inside
okay?
a building.
And if you trespass in private property,
It's a civil matter. Are you telling me that you're going to do something for a civil matter?
I will do.
Democracy lands because the problem was never the camera, it was who held it. Suspicion gets waved around like permission, even though suspicion without facts isn't authority. He draws a clean line. Rights don't shrink because someone feels uneasy. If anything crossed a line, it was the exaggerated report that started this, the kind that wastes time and redirects scrutiny away from the source. Then comes the quiet confession that you don't need to know the law to enforce it. That's the most dangerous. Moment power without limits invites overreach. He keeps it grounded. Public access means public access. Trespass is a civil issue unless something specific changes. Hypotheticals don't justify pressure in the present. The encounter fades. The lesson doesn't. Authority must know its boundaries or it becomes the problem.
They ask you to leave a private premises and you
But I
refuse,
haven't been on private property.
and you refuse.
I haven't
to,
been on private property.
Then I'll have
Sir,
to consider
listen.
my powers under the breach of the peace.
Oh, so now you're threatening me for a crime that listen, what part of my behaviour is threatening or abusive?
Well, nothing at the moment.
Okay, so don't threaten me with something that
I'm not
hasn't
threatening
happened
you.
or that isn't going to
I
happen.
also
You
know
are.
the
That's
law.
no. Listen, you're
Okay.
just threatening me with breach of the peace when a breach of the peace isn't going to happen
Well,
because
one
I'm
of
not
my
acting in.
fundamental roles is to prevent a breach of the peace.
Yeah, but there's going to be no breach of the peace because I'm not acting in a
That's
threatening
right.
or abusive
So
behaviour.
All I'm saying is don't go into private
I could-
premises,
listen,
don't film in the
how many
buildings.
times do you want to say that?
Okay, otherwise...
How many times do you want to say that, considering the fact that I said...
and then I'll have to support them to prevent a breach of the peace, is all I'm saying.
Well, that's fine. You
And
could
that's
do.
me knowing my law.
That's fine. You could do that, but I promise
can,
you that if the course of action that you've just stated happens, I'll sue you.
Well, that's fine. You're entitled to sue.
And I'm going to make a complaint. 3 complaints in this 8 minutes 46 seconds, and 3 complaints about you. You're smart for keeping your mouth shut.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
You can complain.
See you later then, guys. Go.
Okay.
Is this a free country? If I would like to be rude, I'm well within my rights to be rude. Okay? So go away, please, and leave me alone. You're harassing me.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks.
All right? Go away now. Told me I can't record in there, so now I'm going to have to walk round. You inform these guys that photography is not a crime as well, yeah? You educate these guys on the law. No, you're here. You're a public servant. You're here to uphold the law.
Yep.
These guys have broken the law by filing a false report.
They have.
Okay? Yes, they have.
Okay.
Yes, they have. They reported a crime when there wasn't a crime being committed. They made a false report. It is a breach of Section 5 of the Criminal Law Act 1967, and you are failing in your job right now, officer, constable.
Thanks very much. It's been very nice talking to you. If you can maintain yourself on the public places,
I'll go wherever I like. Thank you.
You know what my position is.
I'll go wherever. Yeah, you made threats. You made a threat of arrest. You did. You made an illegal threat of arrest. Bullies, guys.
Isn't inside a building, isn't bypassing security, and isn't refusing any lawful direction tied to a real power. When breach of the peace gets floated, the weight of it collapses under one simple question: what has he done that's threatening or abusive? The answer is nothing. That admission ends the tactic. You can't warn about disorder, while conceding there's no threat, no volatility, no risk. Forming hypotheticals don't justify. Pressure rudeness isn't a crime. Filming in a publicly accessible place isn't. Either. In the end, the focus quietly shifts away from him without anyone correcting the shaky report that started it all. No offense is named, no boundary is lawfully drawn. The control drains from the moment. He walks away, not in retreat, but because circular logic isn't authority, and accountability only works when it's grounded in facts.
Constable.
Thanks very much. It's been very nice talking to you. If you can maintain yourself on the public places,
I'll go wherever I like. Thank you.
You know what my position is.
I'll go wherever. Yeah, you made threats. You made a threat of arrest. You did. You made an illegal threat of arrest. Bullies, guys.
What stands out at the end